Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Nicola seems remarkably chill about the very strange thing that just happened to him. I guess if I had just been given an actual superpower, maybe freaked out isn't exactly, but I'd be ecstatic, right? Look at him. No emotions. This man is dead inside. Is that my fault? Yeah, it's probably. That makes sense. Look at all this water. So we could... Actually, we could run that... Right, if we went straight up through here... I think we could divert the water this way. We could probably channel it into this reservoir. Actually, we could channel it into here, right? If I just run this ladder... Yeah, this ladder all the way up. That should work. We'll have to dig out these caverns a little bit, but that should dump water right here into this place that we already have for holding water. So let's make this an actually get it done priority task. By the way, if you're like, hey SB, I'm real impressed you figured out how to draw a straight line upward. I didn't. What I figured out is that I can hold the mouse button down and press the camera upward button, and it solves that problem for me. Although it does have some problems when you run it over plants. Could this please be uprooted? Okay. Please stop disinfecting these walls. He's so mad. He's so mad about these superpowers. Look at him. I thought he was dead inside. I couldn't recognize the emotions on his face. Alright. We also have this water reservoir. We have, there's water right here that could be channeled down into this spot. Damn it. I was doing so well. But I don't want to alarm anybody. But I kind of think we might be approaching the end of this series just because I think I'm starting to run out of stuff to do. Right, we got these automation things, but now that our water system works pretty differently than it once did, I'm not even sure what the value of them is. Like, I don't know what to build with these cool automation tools that we have been given. I don't know. We'll see if an interesting problem presents itself here. These are not getting picked up. Did I leave these on low priority? Can I see the... Do sweep tasks not... No, maybe sweep tasks don't get priorities? They're just like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Leave me alone. Okay, so we still have to actually make 2 of these. We're running at normal speed. I knew something was wrong. But Max is overjoyed. Oh, wait, are we doing it? Are we doing it? No. We're disinfecting. Why? I can't even tell you how much I don't care about that. It's so weird that they think that that is a thing that needs to be done. Okay, lock this door. I'll make that a high priority. Screw the weird clothes we found. And also, all the questions they raise like, hey, whose clothes are these? And, are these our clothes? We'll just leave them in here. Let's lock the door. I don't want people going in here to disinfect that one wall tile anymore. It has a weird hypnotic hold over the duplicants. And I don't really like it when I'm not the only one who has a weird hypnotic hold over the duplicants. I have strong feelings about that. So, I mean, we should probably figure out... We should do something with these exosuits. Okay, let's make an exosuit exploration area. It will be down here. we'll at least try out the exosuits a little bit. Judging from the fact that they have not ever bothered to dig this thing out, I think it might take a while to get them over here. They building this ladder? Okay, they're building this ladder. Alright, this stuff's all important. Yeah, like I said, I've enjoyed this though. I've had a lot of fun with this. There is still another mysterious area. Where was it? It was over to the left somewhere. Another one of those little mysterious prefabricated areas. Here we go. Yeah, a couple of little things actually. I have to dig through some phosphorite to get to it. But like I think this stuff is really great. A big part of what I enjoy about these games is sort of the adventure of it, and it's actually my favorite part of a lot of games, like searching to find neat random stuff on the map. Honestly, even 4X games, like the Explore is my favorite of the X's. So now that there's cool stuff like stuff like this is kind of what was holding my attention in Don't Starve, when I figured out that there was like, when they eventually put in the ruins were not there when I started playing. They came in toward the end of when I was playing. When I figured out that there was cool stuff in the ruins, then every game really just became about how do we get down to the ruins as fast as possible and then do cool stuff down there. Okay, good. The door is locked. Nobody will go in there. We're digging, so we're gonna have access to a little bit more water soon. But that's not really, like... That's just, let's keep the colony running until we can try to mess with this stuff. So how does this... So I'm gonna put an exosuit dock in. Here, like, we'll put in another ladder. I kind of just want to, like, steer around this. I guess I don't know why. It wouldn't be harmful to let that into the base, but whatever. So we'll put in an exosuit dock. And then it's not clear to me, is the checkpoint placed before or after? Also, why do they look the same? I don't know. We're gonna need one more refined metal. It looks like we have 100 kilograms. It's gonna take 200 to finish building out. We're having a small food shortage, but I bet... Yeah, a lot of plants are very close to blooming. Ugh, blooming. Huh. Nicola is sick as hell. Nicola, go in there and get doctored on. Nicola? I'm sorry, perhaps I was unclear. I said go in there and get doctored on. Somebody doctor this man. You know, one of you people who's good at doctoring. Our immune systems are suffering. Is he having trouble breathing? Is the air in there not good? Okay, good. Doctor. Yeah, the air here is good. The air here is not great. The air here is extremely bad. We gotta fix that. I will order the deconstruction of this wall. We'll put an algae deoxidizer thing in here. One of these. Okay. What else is up? Food shortage. Seriously, we'll be fine. Yeah, a lot of plants are about to come to maturity. So yeah, we're having some immune systems problems, and these are all totally solvable. Could get solved. What building needs... it's probably water. I'm assuming it's... When we see a bunch of building needs resources things, I'm assuming that the issue is there's no water pumped. They have to run and pump a bunch of water. Okay, this turned out to be a little bit more water than I was ready for, but it'll be fine now. This still has a way to go yet. Okay, so now that that's all going, let's prioritize this up and see if we can't at least make use of those exosuits that we've already built. Yeah, we're having some immunity problems. So Lyra's feeling a little under the weather. Can I tell Lyra to get doctored? I don't want to see his status. Oh, you know what? This actually is emergency level construction. He has to be able to sit in that medbed. Oh, I guess nothing else in the room is powered. I was like, where's all the existing wires? But yeah, there's actually not been a need for power up here yet. We're working on it, buddy. Okay. I just need some algae, which we sure have algae. That is not a problem. Okay, yeah, good. Eat some dirt pills, right? Is that what those are made out of? Dirt or sand? Sand pills. Eat some delicious sand pills. There, aren't you supposed to be getting treated? She dodged the cursor. Very cunning. Yeah, I'm curious what's over there, but not so curious that I'm gonna, like, run over there and deal with it. Oh. We had a pressure breach, I think. Yeah, look at how fractured this all is. There was too much water pressure on the very thin thing, and now we have filthy water everywhere. This is, like, pretty important. Please, mop. Okay, let's give that some extra room to spread out. Oh, this... Well... That's not totally ideal. Pressure breakage. So, can we... get some tile installed down here? We're losing all of our precious water. Hurry. No! No, it is not a good time for bed. What is wrong with you? Ah, people. Well, there's a button you can use to put them on red alert and make them not sleep. But I don't know that this is a good time for that. So that's a system we haven't really had to interact with too much, is pressure. Can obviously cause some real damage. You know what? At this point, cancel this. It's too late. What we need to do is instead build a pump down here. What's going to be the best way to do that? Probably we'll just run a ladder down from here. Slime lung. Okay, Ashkan. Man, is the oxygen here very polluted? Actually, it's not. He must that slime lung must have been working on him for a while. Requires aid. Fatal if untreated in 10 cycles. Yeah. Okay. I might uncheck everything except aid for the 2 guys who are good at aid. Everyone in my base is a runner. The thing everyone is best at is running. I wonder how common that is. You are only to be a doctor for right now. Ashkan can't really do it because he's busy dying. Devin. Devin will also only do doctoring. And medbed prioritizations are the most important thing in the universe. My sick duplicants are... How many people are sick right now? About to be 3. In fact, probably already 3. We're going to need another one of these. Inconvenient. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Well, you know how I was saying that we might be coming to the end because I'm running out of stuff to do? We might be coming to the end because I might have my entire colony die of slime lung. Because I have not been taking slime lung seriously enough, apparently. It's kind of annoying that it can't... You know I want this instead of the tile. Come on now. That's right. Sinks are not plumbing, they are medicine. And I guess we'll put in a door, because it seems nice to allow the room to have a door. Alright, so then we tile this up. We install a new medbed. I mean, I'm just going to duplicate the room completely. Because it seems to be, you know, this one seems to be good. Mess tables are in furniture. And then we have to run power, which is easy. And piping, which will be a little bit more difficult. So let me see here. These are clean water pipes. And then these dirty water pipes have to get... this has to be tile. Okay. And the whole lot of it is emergency priority. Turns out we need a lot more doctoring opportunities. Why is this not running? It is important that the deoxidizers in the medical rooms be functioning. If I were to start this whole base over, I would probably put a lot more stuff on lower priorities. We're going to need some more medicine. alleviates all diseases. Somebody make those. How is this not settled yet? I guess they're all working on this stuff. But I mean, it's clear that not all of the duplicants are working on this all the time, right? I guess they're just running to get materials and then working on this. Well, it's actually probably... It's probably right. We do need this to get done. But poor Nicola's having a terrible time. Wow, it really takes some time to dig through that obsidian. Okay, this is pumping out oxygen now. This should be helping. And as soon as this stuff is functional, we are... The only things that will be emergency priority are receiving aid, right? Man, come on, nighttime. Really need this to end. I don't think we're quite at red alert levels, but it's bad. There's some stuff over here that, like, will eventually get done, probably. And then once we have the med bays, a whole lot of other stuff can happen. Like the completion of this ladder. Okay, it is actually really tremendously important that that thing gets reloaded. And if you are assigned to a medbed, you must go to the medbed. Okay. Oh, look, it's happening. Medicine. You notice he cares about Lyra. Nobody seems to care if Nicola lives or dies. I know. The oxygen quality is not great. Look at how much better it's getting, though. Okay. So we're making lots of weird sand pill medicine. Alright, we have got to conquer this slime lung outbreak. And then I have to stop sending people out into the slime lung area. But think of all the weird stuff we found out here. Weird and beautiful stuff. Okay, Devin, are you not actually going to do a doctor? You're just kind of standing around. Why are you idle? We're supposed to be doing doctoring. Alright, I guess we're going to turn everything back on. This is not working. And the fact that the beds are at priority 9 is just going to have to be good enough, I guess? Oh, no. Oh, they don't use the sinks if the pipes are empty. Yeah, that's an issue. Wait. Oh, that's right. This is water that was pumped out that way. So... awaiting filtration medium delivery. Yep. And then... okay. Well, it turns out we have to turn up the priority on these or they just don't get done. Too many things at too many very high priorities. So yeah, I think if I was going to do this again, I would, rather than having the game set stuff at priority 5, I would set a lot of things at priority like 1 or 2, so that we could, oh, see, now he'll do doctoring, just not when I tell him that's all he can do. He has a real issue with that. Okay, so these two are receiving medical treatment. We're working on it. Yeah, so part of the problem is that they're not using the sinks because we're not guaranteeing that the sinks have water running to them all the time. So that's part of how the slime lung outbreak occurred, is that there just wasn't always water in the sinks. Well, that's a thing, you know. It's a thing that I've learned now. Thing I would do better next time. And Devin is the only one who has any interest in getting some doctoring done. But again, only when he's been told that he's allowed to do other things. I gotta admit, I got pretty blindsided by this. Okay, this is now stuff that is important. We do actually have to get the water pump running. The new water pump. This would be a lot easier if we could, yeah, this would be a lot easier if we could, you know, have all of our dupes working instead of having people laid up, but... yeah, they're just not washing their hands at all because there's no water coming in. Okay, I've learned a lot. My next base would be considerably better. So, things that I've learned. First of all, I'm overly reliant on water. The algae terrariums have a lot to recommend them. It's nice to remove carbon dioxide from the air while also oxygenating. They prevent gas overpressurization by pulling pressure out of the air while they're adding pressure. But water is a real issue. Also, this is not a good long-term solution for power. We are definitely going to have to, next time, get some proper hydrogen generators in place. Boy, what do we even do about a whole bunch of chlorine gas? I suppose I would install a manual airlock. Sorry, not there. Here. Really though, just not that important. What's important is getting more filthy, horrible, gross polluted water running into the base. So yeah, we can sit here. We'll build this ladder up. We'll dig out some of this stuff. We'll dig out some of this. We'll get another good flow of water into our reservoir where the pressure could potentially break the slime. Slime probably not particularly resistant to force. Just a guess. I think if you imagine the word slime, right? Imagine something made of out of slime, and then imagine punching that thing. Probably your hand would be fine, right? Oh, there was some kind of issue. Alright, somebody deal with these spillages. This is important. Yeah, that stuff can't be there. Why is Devin, the doctor, also the only person who will mop up the gross stuff? So how much treatment do they need? Whoa. That is not behaving the way it ought to, probably. He is just filling that room with slime lung. this is actually, like, a pretty big deal. And then I need a liquid bridge. That bridge did not come out of priority 9. Okay, because we got to get some water running into these sinks. It is not okay for this thing not to be producing water. That completely destroys all of our safeguards against poor hygiene. Duplicants are idle. Oh, new duplicants are available. Duplicants are idle appeared in there for a second and then disappeared, and I just straight up did not brain that it had disappeared. I see that there is more mopping to do. Okay, this stuff's all priority 9, right? No. For some reason, the answer to that question is no. I thought I had selected 9. Okay, there's a lot of stress vomiting, a lot of crying, a lot of the base slowly spiraling out of control. We haven't had a second death again yet, but to a certain extent that might be down a little bit to luck. It doesn't seem that I am playing super well. But, you know, I'm definitely better at the game now than I was when I started the series. I know a lot more, at least. So this is a thing that I guess is not super important here necessarily, because this isn't really a game that is about winning. But I think it's important not to over-focus on winning, whatever, you know. Okay, there we go. Now I got that thing running. Whatever the equivalent of winning in the game you are currently playing is. Because each individual instance of you playing the game is just one game. Right? You could win it or you could lose it, and obviously you want to win it. Nobody loves losing. But, honestly, how big of a deal is it if you lose a particular instance of a game? Basically none, right? This is no big deal. But if you focus on learning so that you are better at all future instances of the game, that's like trying to win an infinite number of games. And if I know my set theory, infinity is a very large number, at least most of the time. I would love it if the ground near the batteries was not soaking wet. That seems important. Thank you for dealing with that. Look at that. The water level is actually up here to this pump, but slowly things will fall down. This is kind of just like a real stopgap solution. Yeah, but my point is, it's important to focus on things that actually matter. And as much as anything in a game, especially a single-player game, matters, learning matters more than learning so that you are better at all games matters more than winning any particular instance of a game. And in addition to that just being a smart thing that is true, also it can make you feel better when you do a bad job in a game, as all viewers know I frequently do. We are very slowly getting up to this water. Okay, our oxygen generation is actually pretty much fine. It will be okay. This will keep us going on water for a little while. The next thing that we care about is this. but there's still a lot of doctoring to do, and so we're distracted by that. It does matter. It would be cool if nobody died of slime lung. And it looks like we're mostly on the mend. Lyra's the only one who's still really in bad shape. And she's in the med bed. She's getting taken care of. Nobody's going to die of the slime lung. Not on Devon's watch. Okay, so we could have built a complicated HVAC system to deal with the temperature problems, but they ended up not being terribly relevant. We could have built some complicated air purification system, probably involving an HVAC system. That would have been cool. Alright, well, we're very, very slowly working on the horrible ladder to the sky. At which point we will I want to get this done. I think we're sort of reaching, if not really a natural conclusion, then at least the conclusion of my interest to go further right at this moment, because my attention span, you know, it's not totally perfect. I want to select the other snazzy suit. There we go. But I do really want to at least look at an exosuit in actual action here. I want to let them dig out this first, though. This is going to take quite a while, though, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to make this very close to emergency priority. Let's get this dug out, because I wanna get this stuff installed. Don't worry, you can still dig your horrible ladder into the gross wet sky. But first, can we please actually build this thing? You know what? This will work better if I do this. Because right now they can't reach any of this stuff. It's remarkable how many times I've done almost exactly that thing. I do think it's kind of silly how often the internal order they seem to have received is dig out this one square and then run and do something else. And I think we have enough metals for this stuff. I may have built these in the wrong orientation. That's another reason I really want to get this built, is because I'm curious whether I did or not. Oh. Angry, invincible Nicola. You know, actually, for a guy with a massive anger problem, regeneration probably is really beneficial for him, since he's constantly bashing parts of his body against things that are too hard to safely do that with. But also, it's really bad for everybody else, because he's basically the Hulk. Hey, Devon. What's happening, brother? Are you stress eating? He's stress eating. He's a binge eater. Okay, man. At least the food won't go to waste. Don't have to worry about spoilage. We're gonna actually see him in action. Okay, every part of this is bad. No checkpoint, not configured, no wire, no gas intake. You need a gas intake? Okay, well, a wire is something we can certainly make happen. Wait. So what's the story with the gas intake? Docks can refill exosuits with air or empty them of waste. Okay, so it needs an oxygen intake. And this does not. Checkpoint must have an exosuit dock built on the opposite side its arrow faces. Okay, good. So we gotta run an air intake to this thing. Wait, it doesn't... Okay, please deliver the thingy. And there's no power running to this guy, because those wires did not get overwritten with the 8 priority. This building has nowhere to receive gas from. Okay, I'm sensitive to that concern. Gas pipe. Aha! So we need to put a gas pump in a place where there's pretty much good breathable oxygen. Well, right by the deoxidizers doesn't seem terrible. Must be immersed in gas. Okay, it is. I assume this has to be powered. There we go. Okay, that has to be powered, and then we have to run a gas pipe at relatively high priority. Okay, so this thing is in... Suited duplicants may pass only if there's an exosuit dock to store their suit. Yeah, okay. Let's make that work that way. Okay, we're actually going to get to see this. So, the pump is kind of working. Everybody's pretty mad. I seem to do that to people. Nicola always looks so angry when he's moving. He looks worried whenever he's building, and then just enraged whenever he has to stop building. I get that. This dock is not receiving enough oxygen to fill an exosuit. Shouldn't it be? Ventilation overlay. Here we go. Oh, every once in a while we get some other stuff. Okay. It was damaged by the bad oxygen being pumped in, maybe? Yep, wrong element damage. Is there a way to sort it? I bet there is. Ah, gas filter. Okay. Wait, how does this work? Is this... Hold on. Gas filters send the selected filter gas into a special pipe, expelling everything else through a second output. But do I... Is it like I build it right here, or... It looks like I don't... My assumption was that I build it over a central pipe. Gas flows from output pipe. So the intake pipe is there. Here, let's build this here. Just kind of floating in the air. Somebody build this thing. I need to take a look at a constructed one. We may have to just run pipe to it after it's already built. Maybe that's what we do. Okay. So the filtered gas output is just good oxygen. We gotta power this thing. Right, so then this is the normal output. And I'm just gonna put a gas vent right here. And all of that stuff is of critical importance, is that right? Okay. Yes, that is right. There's still some garbage gas in the thing, unfortunately. So this has to be repaired. Importance. Repair. Yeah, so you have to have like a proper filter, because these things break down very easily. It looks like I can't assign a priority to the repair job, though. Oh, neat. Plant growth process. Although, actually not really that important. Because whether it is growing or fully grown seems to be pretty... I guess, if you're having trouble with only some of your plants, the halted growth overlay is potentially useful. Okay, we broke through some of this. Alright, let's let all that water run out. Okay. But that's all lower priority than please repair this thing. What if I disable auto repair? Can I... No, I can't give a manual repair order. It's weird that there's no way to prioritize a repair order. It actually, at this point, would probably be faster for me to deconstruct and then reconstruct this thing. So here's a question. What do I want to do about the fact that there's too much carbon dioxide in the pipe right now? I guess nothing. We could delete the pipes and then rebuild them? No, because I can't give an order that deletes the pipes without also deleting the ladder and the wires and everything. It's really frustrating though that I can't get this repaired. What if I like massively deprioritize everything else? I actually kind of want this stuff to get finished though. Alright. This is a problem. There should not be water flowing up and gathering on the surface when there's still large areas where there is no water. You know what? Actually, cancel this. We don't need any more water in this reservoir at this moment. So is this just sort of like a natural 5, I wonder? And that maybe things would be better if I deprioritize everything else? Like, go over the whole base and just make everything a 1 and then tune up the things that I actually care about. We could do that. I'm doing it. For real, like, I have to be able to give them orders that they follow. And I've run into a command creep issue. And then this is actually important. Yeah, those are all, like, really important. Also important is if you need medicine. That is more than new construction importance. This stuff is relatively important. This would be a tedious way to manage a base in the long term. Fortunately, we will not have to manage the base in the long term. That's right, keep the deodorizers running, please. But this will mean any default task that comes up will be treated as more important than this other stuff, I think. Somebody please repair this. Is there an issue? I cannot get them to prioritize this. We'll go ahead and leave that at 5. That's fairly important. This building needs to not be completely swamped. There we go. That's better. Alright, and if only one of the sieves is running, it has to be this one, because this is the one that actually feeds water into the upper systems. The other one goes pretty much straight to the reservoir. Okay. Still no process or no progress being made here. Oh, you know what the problem is? It needs actual gold. I kind of forgot about that. That's the problem. It's not gold amalgam, it's gold. Okay, there we go. Now it'll get done. For real, please. Please solve. Here we go. And it took little enough gas to fix, or little enough gold to fix that, only 1/10 of what we produced, that even if we let the all the bad elements that were in the pipe through, we should be fine. Yeah. Of course, now only good stuff's coming in the first place. But the important part is relatively functional exosuit dock. So, let's try it out. Let's dig into this unbreathable chlorine gas. I can't help but notice that he's not... Okay. He put on the exosuit. And now he's closing the airlock. And he is placing the exosuit... Okay. I think the problem might be that the airlock being next to this thing makes this trigger... Okay. What if we move the exosuit... Or the airlock over one? Oh no. Okay, Ren figured it out. Some of this chlorine gas is going to get in. Hold on. I wasn't expecting him to just stand in the doorway. Shoot. How do we fix this? We need him to move forward. I mean, I'm going to cancel this one. So he's going to take the suit back off. Digging this one out won't cause the problem. Yeah, this is how we'll solve this. Okay, so digging these two out won't let the chlorine gas in. Oh, see, Lyra is smart enough to run all the way through the thing. Can she build that tile from right there? Because actually what we should do is we should... Right? Tile like this, then build a second airlock here. Then we dig out the chlorine. Because the way I'm doing it right now is going to result in chlorine gas getting in through the base. This little exosuit working. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I guess, hold on. No, it doesn't matter if he builds that first. That's actually fine. But we should cancel this order until the airlock door is done. Yeah, and then we'll be good. You didn't bring enough material to build the door? Okay. Man, the animation for everything in this game is so good. I cannot believe how good this game looks sometimes. Alright, we are going to see this work. We're going to get out here and we're going to breathe around. We're going to breathe around. We're just going to breathe right around. All up in this chlorine gas, and it's going to be glorious. Where the hell is my construction? This is priority 5, right? Yeah, it's basically the most important thing they have ever heard in their lives. What the hell is everyone doing? Why is there filthy water everywhere? I mean, I know why there's filthy water everywhere, but I'm still mad about it. Stress levels are lower, though. The slime lung epidemic seems to have been largely contained. Oh, he's coming. Okay, here we go. He delivered the gold amalgam. Listen, man, I'm a material deliverer, not a material worker. I can't just build you an airlock. That's Ren's job. I can only carry the stuff for the airlock. Which, of course, Ren himself cannot do. Don't be silly. Are we actually out of algae? We are actually out of algae. Well, that seems solvable. We have like an infinite amount of slime. Where is the thing for doing the thing that I want? We want an algae distiller. So, how does this thing work? Whatever. It'll get done. Okay. We're actually ready. So as soon as that breaks, we're going to get some... Okay. You know what we have to do also is we have to pump the gas out of the busted airlock. Yeah, this is not actually a real solution. but it doesn't have to be a long-term solution. What on earth is Bert doing? How excited are you, Bert, to just be skipping down the hallway here? Look at that. Look at that. He's in the chlorine right now. It's working. The exosuit is working. Oh my god. Okay, you guys, we have solved so many engineering problems. One last thing. Let's get this working. I kind of love the fact that with this starting low prioritization thing, anything I tell people to do is automatically the most important thing in the world. We should have been playing this way the whole game. Alright, so let's speed this up. So this thing needs a liquid output. What is it that it outputs? Seriously, what does it put out? Is it going to put out polluted water, or... Let's, I'm gonna do this. We're just gonna put a small pipe out. We're gonna let this thing work. Okay. Status? Not pumping. It turns out. So yeah, it's going to put out polluted water. Okay. That's what I thought. So, polluted water goes over here. I do wish it explicitly said that. There's certainly an implication. Okay, so that thing should now... Well, maybe not now, but in the near future, be able to produce algae, which we need desperately. Man, look at him just work away. Okay, cool. Emitting algae. 200 grams per second. That's strange, right? To emit algae? It's just sort of an odd way to word that. Not wrong. But yeah, anyway, like, we've solved all kinds of cool problems. Not, most of them not in a very thorough way. But listen, there has to be something left for you guys to do, right? So I think that's maybe where we're gonna call it for right now, for today, for the series, for the near foreseeable future. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you were not totally informed about what this game is, I hope that this has helped you make up your mind as to whether or not you think it is sweet. I think it's pretty sweet. And come back tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some kind of new thing. If you have suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll have a look at all those, and come back tomorrow, next time, for some kind of new thing, and we'll see you then.